Hey yo, who is in your YouTube recommended subscriptions feed? Dun, 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 dun. Dyze in your YouTube recommended subscriptions feed. What is the word, peeps? What goes on? We are at day 6 of our live streams. The COVIDeo series, as we call it, Dyze in Your House, is the podcast you can get every weekend, which will be coming out shortly after this video drops. We will be releasing a brand new episode of Dyze in Your House exclusively on East Coast Radio. You can get that on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Dyze in Your House. You can also get that on Patreon, patreon.com/JPorks. And you can get that on this YouTube channel eventually after we turn that audio into a video. It's a video like we're doing right now. So what is the word, peeps? If you're not familiar with what I'm doing, with why I'm here every day, it's, I'm off work. People need to stay home. Sorry. I'm off work. People need to stay home. So if you can see a video of me being stupid for a couple of minutes, and that helps you not go out, and that helps you, reminds you to do the vital things, which is to wash your hands vigilantly. Stay home. If you can't stay home, make sure you're taking precautions. Don't touch things. Touching things isn't good. But if you touch things, make sure you wash your hands. And do not touch your face. This is coming from someone who's a face toucher. I get it. I like to touch my face. Not that, it's just, there's a lot of us out there. We have itches and stuff. But you have to not. You have to be vigilant in not doing that, because that's how you get sick. You need to wash your hands, just 20 seconds, regular soap, doesn't need to be crazy, Regular soap, do that. Stay home if you can. And that's what we can do to help flatten the curve, as we're saying. As you hear said ad nauseum. That just means we're going to try to have less people get sick at a faster pace. You know what I'm saying? Try to, instead of it going like this, it can go like this. Or maybe like this. We're running out of supplies. Hospitals, states are running out of supplies. This virus has spread this fast, COVID-19, as a direct result of a lack of leadership. And that's something we could change in November. And that's why I have the podcast. To help encourage people to get out there and vote. And make sure we vote for proper leadership, decent leadership, vetted leadership. Not leadership that bankrupts casinos. But we'll get to that. We have a brand new episode of Dyze in Your House dropping today that we'll probably delve a little deeper. But we've been having these videos all week, so, you can guess what it's going to be about. It's going to be about staying home. Because people should stay home while they can, because there is going to be a time where you can't anymore. Let's take advantage of this little time that we've been given to stay home. I'm as annoyed as anybody else. I promise you, it's not gonna... I don't hate cops, right? I hate cops that break the law. That's a small percentage of police. I know that those are the police that get amplified, and I know that those are the police that we scream loud, bring them to justice. I get it. And I get that may come off as a I hate cops vibe. It's not. Cops are here to protect us. But I will not. If I'm walking down the street and the police come up to me and tell me to go home, that's fascism. We don't want any of that here in America. We live in a democracy. And just because a fascist crime syndicate was installed into 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and turned the federal government into a criminal enterprise doesn't mean that we have to accept that as normal. Doesn't mean that that has to be what America is. We're slipping further and further into it. Hey Google, what is fascism?
According to Wikipedia, fascism is a form of far-right, authoritarian ultranationalism characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and of the economy, which came to prominence in early 20th century Europe.
It's not a list of American values. That's not ways we go about things here in America. And I'm telling you this. If we do not stand up and scream at the top of our lungs continuously that this is not normal, we will not be able to get back to where we were. And that's not going to be a good situation for anybody, for any American. So I'm just putting it out there to you, the public, November 3rd, 2020. Whether we're getting out there and voting, whether we're doing mail-in ballots, whatever we're doing, it is vital that we have competent leadership in place to prepare ourselves for the next what-if scenario. It's important for administrations and leadership to have plans in place for what-ifs. What if this happens? What if that happens? Hypotheticals. Instead, we have the Space Force. That's what we have. Instead of having competent leadership that had a pandemic control force, a team of doctors and researchers studying diseases, pandemics, epidemics, stuff like that. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened. Nobody's saying that. But there would have been a significant less number of lives lost. Americans are dead because people chose to engage in third-party politics in 2016 instead of just, sucking it up for 1 second and then moving forward with your plans of progression. Now look where we are. A lot of you are home. I'm home. I'm off work at least 2 weeks. This is day 6, I believe, of my streams. Day 7 of me being home. And my cat is here, if you didn't see his little paw. Hey, bud. And I figure, this stream is going to be a couple of things. It's going to be entertainment for people to kill time. And you'll get to see my decline. or my rise in crazy. This is going to happen. I really don't want to stay home anymore. I really want this thing to be solved. I really want to have answers. I really wish the federal government had answers, but they don't. And they're not going to. So let me hypothesize on a couple of things we can do. A couple of things that maybe the federal government could do right now. Because we're running out of space in hospitals. So, I saw in New York City the Jacob Javits Center is being considered to be a corona hospital ward, COVID hospital ward. Also, since we're not doing large gatherings, places like Madison Square Garden, Barclays Center, these are places, arenas, these are places that could be used as temporary, hospital beds for people that are not in need of, intensive care and stuff like that. If you have, just people that need to stay in the hospital for this stuff. Or you can move not non-essential, but people, you know what I'm saying? It opens up more beds. We're running out of beds. We're running out of masks. I know that there's some hospital ship that's on its way here. That's not going to get here for at least another month. We need beds now. But Hillary Clinton runs a sex cult and a pizza shop. And that's how we get here. I've said it all week. Even if you believe all of the things before this were good, which they weren't, which none of them were, there has been no policy put in place to help everyday Americans, to help the majority of Americans, to help Americans that are vital to the economy. Blue-collar workers. We got farmers on welfare. It's not welfare. They got a tax break or something. But it's welfare. That's what it is. They can't sell their soybeans to China. And now look where we are. Everybody is dead stopped. I saw that Dollar General is hiring part and full-time positions. If you've lost your job because of COVID, or if your job is closed and you need to make money. I mean, cool, shout outs to them, but are they still going to drug test their employees? Because that's what they do. So, they're going to have to pay money for drug tests, so we're going to have drug tests done in a time where non-essential medical procedures are halted. Seems pretty silly to me. But I don't know. Maybe they lifted their thing, their policy. Who knows? I don't know. In times of crisis. So non-essential places are closed. This is the Sunday end of my first week off of work. I have a whole other week to go, at least. I need people to help me. I'm really going nuts. So, tweet at me, at jporks. Say what's up. Hit me up on Instagram, at Dyze in your house. I'll share some more pictures of my cat. You want to see my cat right now? Hey, bud. Pose for the camera. That's my kitten. Hey, bud. Oh. So that's what I can do for you. I can provide you with entertaining video of me and my cat having a podcast. And I'm about to record another episode of Dyze in Your House, in audio, the actual podcast, which is out on SoundCloud every weekend, which you can listen to. The one that I share in my Instagram stories for everyone to see. This video series is like, I hope nobody from work discovers this, because everybody from work is off. They all got nothing to do. And if they feel like combing through these videos and watching all this, even though I haven't said anything incriminating, it's kind of stupid, and I'll be made fun of it forever. So, we don't need that. I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't mind it. So I'm here every day. I'm bearing it with you. Bearing through it with you. I tried to do live streams. Live on YouTube. Facebook Live works, but I don't want to be on Facebook every day doing this. There's also, before I get on out of here, so, Plenty of Fish. It's a dating app. They have a feature, a live feature. And they've teamed up with like 3 other dating apps or something. Scout, and I think Meet Me or something like that. I don't really know. I just know that I saw live streams of random people, random girls, through the dating app. And I streamed there a couple times, and I just kept saying my podcast is coming out, and I kept pointing them to this video. But I found that very fascinating. Was that rolled out at quarantine time on purpose? Also, there are a lot of, I understand the benefits of it. It's cool to know that somebody's real, instant, responses and stuff like that. I get it. But, Do I need to see girls doing their makeup and like girls that just woke up, like, so they're not even out of bed yet and they go live on Plenty of Fish? They're just like, what's up? I just woke up. What's going on? Like, doesn't make any sense to me. But a lot of it's just girls smoking weed, which is cool. That's cool. I'm down with that. I'm just saying, like, if there's a moderator bot. It always says Modbot is watching the stream, so keep it, not X-rated or whatever. And it's like, I get it. That's cool because, like, you don't want people to be creepy. But at the same time, is that not defeating the whole purpose of this whole live deal that people are doing on a dating app? It's a dating app. It's not Facebook or Twitter. Why doesn't Twitter have the live thing anymore? Am I doing it wrong? Somebody tell me how I do. I remember I have Periscope, and Periscope used to link up with Twitter, and I used to be able to do that. I can't do that anymore. I don't know why. Can somebody please help me? I need technical assistance. Oh, my poor cat's gonna hate when I start screaming on a brand new episode of Dyze in Your House coming out. Hey, buddy. Coming out, hopefully before 12. We'll get it rendered and stuff like that. This video should go up, and shortly after this video is uploaded, you should be able to go to soundcloud.com/DyzeInYourHouse and get a brand new episode of Dyze in Your House, COVID-19 edition. #stay at home. That'll probably be the title. And listen, just same reminder, if you're feeling sick, go to the doctor. Or call your doctor. Let them know how you feel. And stay away from people. Don't go to work if you don't have to. If you don't work one of these essential jobs. Healthcare workers are saints right now. They are our saviors. And we thank them for all their services that they're doing. But if you don't have to go to work, don't. If you have to go out, stay vigilant in protecting yourself. Wash your hands. Don't be in an enclosed space with, a lot of people. Don't be close to people. Don't breathe on people. Don't let them breathe on you. 3 to 6 feet. It's not an airborne virus where it lives in the air, but if somebody breathes on you and they're right next to you, it's clipped for you. Fact. So, and if you get the virus, you might not die. You probably won't die, but that doesn't mean that we laugh it off and go to the beach and celebrate spring break. That's not what we do. We don't say, oh, I'm this age and I'm healthy and nothing's going to happen to me. Shit happens to anybody. You can get hit by a bus. Anything could happen. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Disinfect everything. And vote Democrat. Because if you vote Democrat, we'll have competent leadership that will have doctors and researchers in place to have us have America prepared with preventative steps to get through this next time in a better way that we're getting through it now. Right now we're not getting through it. We're going through it like every other country in the world. I know we preach equality, but let's keep it real. We're the greatest country in the world. That's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be the leaders, and we're not doing that right now. We're not bringing everyone along. We're just going along with everybody else. And it's just crazy that we live in a time where that's the case, where America has sunk to that level. And you know what? I will lose my voice on a brand new episode of Dyze in Your House. SoundCloud.com/Dyze in Your House or Patreon.com/JPorks. That's coming out in a little while. I'm going to hit record on that right now. Till then, I'm Jay Porks, Least Coast Radio, for the least heard voices. Keep it locked. Brand new episode of Dyze in Your House coming out momentarily, exclusively on Least Coast Radio.